happened in the fall of 1993, when I was 20 years old. In the interest of context, this was before I started college, and I was working in the material prep department of the plastics factory on the night shift. I was the only woman in the department, and my male coworkers were initially skeptical that I could handle the job, but I proved myself and earned their respect. It was hard work, but on the plus side, it was also putting me in the best shape of my life. It was also about this time that I dumped my abusive boyfriend. He was verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive to me, as well as an alcoholic. This fact, more than anything, is probably why I got myself into this situation in the first place. I've just gotten off of work, and it was about 1:30 a.m. My car was running on fumes, so I stopped at a local gas station to fill up. While I was pumping gas, a woman about my age approached me looking nervous and scared. She said that she had been in her boyfriend's house and they had a fight. She walked to the gas station to use the payphone and call a friend to pick her up. On her way to the station, a car pulled up as she was walking, and the guys inside started catcalling and harassing her. With a slight movement of her head, she indicated a car that was parked off to the dumpsters. I saw a large light green car, like a Caddy or a Lincoln, with at least 2 or 3 shadowy figures inside. She said they threatened her, and she was too scared to call her friend and wait. The woman was neat, well-dressed, and didn't seem high or drunk or anything like that. She just seemed really nervous and freaked out, so I didn't even hesitate. I finished pumping my gas and told her to hop in the car and I'd take her home. At that time on a weeknight, there was little traffic, so I booked it right out of the gas station, asked where she lived. She kept twisting around in the seat to see if the car was behind us, and when I asked her to put her seatbelt on, she ignored me and kept looking for the car. I assumed that she was just scared. A few blocks down the road, however, I noticed she was looking around the car and she started asking me about money. "Where's your purse? Where's your bag? I need money. You need to give me some money. My stomach's aching. I have this woman in my car, and now she's going to rob me. Dang." But when I thought about it, robbery just didn't make much sense. I was driving a 1985 Chevette, affectionately nicknamed Shitbox, and was wearing my work clothes, a ratty t-shirt and jeans with combat boots. I did not look like a person with a lot of cash, primarily because I wasn't a person with a lot of cash. She twisted around in the seat again and started yelling, "There they are! There they are!" She didn't sound scared anymore. I checked the rear view and sure enough, the light green car is right behind me. She started cackling and bouncing up and down in the seat. "My boys are gonna mess you up, bitch. You're done." She's laughing like crazy, opening the glove box, looking in the back for a bag or purse, and telling me all the messed up shit these guys are planning to do. Now, if I'd been smart, I would have just driven to the police station. Actually, if I'd been very smart, I would have called the cops from the gas station as waited with her, and that would have been the intelligent thing to do. Unfortunately, none of this crossed my mind until later. In the moment, I just got really, really angry. I realized 3 things all at once. There was an intersection up ahead with cars on either side waiting to cross, and the light had just turned yellow. I had a spare box cutter that I kept for work in the driver's side door compartment. Crazy psycho next to me hadn't put on her seatbelt yet either. I didn't think. I floored it and passed under the yellow light just as it turned red. I glanced back to see if the green car was still behind me, but the cross traffic at the intersection had started to move, and they hadn't caught up. This crazy woman started yelling. I slammed on the brakes and she hit the dash and windshield with a solid and viciously satisfying crack. When she rebounded to the passenger seat, I had the box cutter in her face and was screaming some pretty crazy stuff. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was along the lines of, "Get the heck out of here. Get out of my car before I cut off your face and make you eat it." The crazy screaming and box cutter combo worked. She grabbed blindly at the handle and popped open the door. I started shouting and punching her until she tumbled out the door to the curb, stomped on the gas, got to the next turn, and squealed around it with the passenger door still open. I made a few more turns because I was afraid that the green car might catch up to me. After a little while, I stopped to close the passenger door. Then I cut across town and got onto the highway to go home.